Did you know that even as we stand here on Earth, hurtling through space around the sun, that the entire universe is expanding? Pretty cool, right? But how do we know about this phenomenon? To understand how, we need to look at how light works. All light exists on the electromagnetic spectrum, with the strongest forms of light on the left and the weakest on the right. But what we consider colored light is only a minute fraction of this spectrum. Although invisible to the naked eye, these other forms of light have incredible uses. Whether cooking our food, watching television, or studying cell biology, we all use light in our day-to-day lives. One such application of light is used to measure the distance of stars and planets beyond our galaxy using the principles of redshift. Since light behaves like a wave, redshift is easier to comprehend if you understand how sound and the Doppler effect works. When thinking about sound, if the frequency of a wave increases, so does its pitch or strength, and when its frequency decreases, so does its pitch. The Doppler effect describes how sound behaves when its source is moving towards or away from us. Let's pretend there is a car driving towards you. As it approaches, its pitch becomes higher and higher. This is because its frequency is increasing, but once it passes you, its pitch will become lower and lower. This is because its frequency is now decreasing. Redshift is based upon these principles. When a light source moves towards you, the frequency of the light increases, so the light it emits becomes bluer. But if the light source travels away from you, its frequency is now decreasing, so the light it emits becomes redder. These changes in frequency are too small to see with our eyes, so although we say a light is becoming bluer or redder, we mean the frequency of the wave is changing, not that there is any visual color. Now, back to our question. How do we know that the universe is expanding? Well, redshift proves this. An expanding universe can be easily visualized as a chocolate chip cookie in an oven. As the cookie expands, the chocolate chips become further and further apart. Our universe does the same thing. As it expands, galaxies and stars drift further and further away from one another, up until the point where the frequency of the light they emit is too weak to be seen. One of my favorite pictures is from the Hubble telescope. Once, they pointed their telescope at one of the darkest parts of the sky, where no light could be seen, tuned to a frequency that was significantly lower than normal, and guess what they saw? Millions of stars and galaxies previously undiscovered, that had all been redshifted until they were no longer visible to us on Earth. There is so much left to discover and explore in this incredible, expanding world. Edwin Hubble reminds us that, equipped with our 5 senses, we explore the universe around us, calling this adventure science.